And welcome, folks. Welcome to another Let's Play. I'm the Necroscope, and welcome to a classic adventure game. Welcome to King's Quest V. Absence makes the heart go yonder.
Have you previously played King's Quest V?
Now, even though I have, I'm going to tell it that I haven't.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
Now, in this one, I will always watch it, so I'm going to shut up for the intro. And that's the intro, basically, folks. Now, I'm not an expert at King's Quest games, but this one, when I played it as a kid, I did eventually, with much pain and much annoyance, I did eventually complete this sucker. How I did it, I haven't got a clue. Because I would argue this is probably, in my opinion, one of the toughest games I've ever played. Now, many people probably argue against that, but I'm used to the kind of LucasArts idea of adventure games, where basically, you can't die, or it's fairly rare that you die. This game, oh no, you can die loads. Shock horror!
What has happened?
Ooh, I can tell you what happened.
What?
Oh god.
Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did.
You did? Well then, what happened?
How I hate this owl.
Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
Well, don't stop now. Go on.
This owl, man.
He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right.
You will quickly come to
Why?
hate this
Why
owl.
would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family?
That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family. Well, perhaps I can help you. My employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard. His name is Crispin Arthur, but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see...
Oh damn, is he dead? Damn it.
Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful.
I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work.
Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard, one of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again, that's all. Now, where is it? Oh, I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
What is that?
Well, It is my opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak. Ooh, excuse me for saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
Now, I don't know what it is about owls in video games. They always annoy me. This one especially. This is Cedric.
What is that stuff?
Ooh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Ooh, it'll help you to fly.
And we've walked into Peter Pan. Nice.
Where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Ooh, I think the fairy dust is still good.
That hat looks really silly there, I'm sorry.
Come on, up here.
I really had forget. I know I only play it. Well, I'll explain in a little while. Shut up, Necro. Let people watch. It's Super Graham! That's one thing about these games. I thought King Graham, well, he wasn't always a king, but in the first game he was just Graham. What a light average name for a person. I think it's kind of cool that, like in a video game, just give an average name for the person in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just an everyman's name. Just like my name, Harry, or Richard, whatever you want to say. I just like games when they have a normal named character in.
There it is, down here. Come on.
Okay, here I come.
That's what she... Stop it. Sploosh.
Ooh, looks like the fairy dust just wore off.
Cedric, where have you been? I've been calling for you. Well, well, what have we here?
I love that pause there. He just sits and watches you for a sec.
A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog.
Thanks a lot, Crispin.
Cedric, go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, aye, aye, Crispin.
Most useful thing he's done all bloomin' day, that owl. Now, folks, I actually recorded this game about 3 months ago. But I deleted the files like an idiot when I was playing around with my hard drive.
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
Ooh, I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know. But I've gotten a little rusty lately.
A little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
You tell him, Crispin.
Yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find.
I love how the Council of Wizards, like, just let an evil wizard roam. Oh, Crispin, could you walk any slower? Oh, there's so many things that frustrate me about this game, I'd forgotten it. It's been 3 months, but man. Oh, Crispin, please walk slower, dude. Please.
used up.
That looks so wrong.
It might work. Here, eat this.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year. With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world. You could find that quite helpful.
Yay, we can talk to animals.
Here's my old wand. I don't even know if it works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Morlock could be up to. You go with him, Cedric. Show him the way.
Oh,
Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on. You'd better get started.
Get him told, Crispy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
Now here we go, folks, the main game.
I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Shut
Please
up.
don't call me Your Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south. Not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
Now that is quite a long opening if you ask me, folks, and the first thing I'm going to do...
This icon tells you about other icons.
Now, this is the thing I can remember struggling with before. Never mind, it's done it this time, I think. Yeah, it did it. There's sometimes a problem with saving it when you're playing it via DOSBox. So, to point out, folks, the whole King's Quest series is actually available on Steam. I bought it on Steam and I've transferred to using it on DOSBox just so I can get it running in better resolution. Gotta point out to you, folks, that I did, annoyingly, I did a full Let's Play of this game a few months ago. Then a few days ago, like a blooming idiot, I deleted the whole Let's Play file. So basically we're going to have to go through this game again, folks, and it's one that I've wanted to do for a long time for a few reasons. It was one that I can remember struggling with when I was a kid. I did complete it back in the day after a lot of annoyance and swearing. Now some of the puzzles I will have forgotten. Some of the puzzles in this game I feel, if you haven't got a memory or you haven't got it written down somewhere, if you haven't got a decent memory, there's no way you'll get through it. Now for me, I openly admit I don't have a good memory. I really don't. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through it. I might have to look up parts of the game, but I think in general I probably remember quite a lot of it, at least to start off with. So Cedric is an idiot. We're going to have a quick drink of water first. Now we'll point another thing out.
The cool pond water quenches Graham's thirst.
Oh good, I'm glad we've clenched our... Never mind. In this game, you can die so easily. It's not even funny. It really isn't. Let's see what else Crispin's got to say.
Don't be wasting your time coming in here. Young man, I've done all I can for you. Now it's up to you. Well, anyway, I'm not going to be here for a little while. There's an emergency I have to attend to in a neighboring land.
Oh,
I'll
right.
try to keep an eye out for you, but this is something you and Cedric are going to have to do yourselves. I wish you the best, King Graham.
I appreciate all you've done, Crispin. I'll be on my way now.
So, let me get this right, Crispin. You'll go out and actually save other kingdoms. Will you come help me get my castle back? No. Now, what is clever about the King's Quest series, they were, I don't know really, it was, Sierra were never my favourite makers of adventure games. It was always LucasArts. Now, there's a big difference between the two. This game, oh god, some of the ways you can die is it's just shockingly bad. And I imagine there's going to be a fair bit of dying involved here. Also frustrating, how slow he walks. Come on, Cedric, you noob. Oh, come on, why ain't it going to work? Sometimes you've got to click it. Ah, there you go. You've got to click in just the right place.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
It's not just a snake, folks. It's a poisonous snake. So obviously don't go near the snake. Would be my advice. Now again, if you were to walk up to that snake, it'd bite you and kill you. Basically. If we keep going down this way, from memory, if memory serves me correct, yep, we're in town, which is where we need to be. I had two options with this game, folks. I could either play the version without the voice acting, or I could play it with just text. Now, I prefer it with voice acting, but the problem you have with it is that some of the voice acting, to start off with, is pretty shockingly bad. And the other side of it is that some of it you just can't hear it. There'll be a lot.
If you're going into town, I'll just wait for you here.
Good.
I had a nasty run-in with a big dog once, and I feel much safer out here.
Well, fine. I don't want you to come with me anyway, Cedric. But yes, some of the voice acting you won't actually be able to hear, which is rather annoying. Now, I think there's something in this. Is it a fish?
Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old, rotting fish.
Let's get it. Just what I always wanted.
Graham leans way down into the barrel and removes few of the smelly old fish.
Now, come on, let me talk to this dude.
How goes it with you, good fellow?
Not well, I'm afraid. This old wagon's always giving me trouble.
Can I help you in any way?
Thank you kindly, but I think I can handle it.
All right then. Good luck.
That's
Thanks.
that's
With this
important.
wagon, I'm gonna need it.
You've got to do that, folks. We've got to go into one of these houses.
May I help you, sir?
Not really. I'm just looking.
The dressing room appears to be occupied at the moment.
Okay, so we can't use it. Now, one of the important things you do need from here for later on is that cloak. We can't get it yet, though. When we go back out, if I'm right, yep, he's gone. That dude was fixing that. So now we can steal that coin.
Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street.
And then we can leave town for now, because there's not much else we can do here. And to be honest, it's not very interesting. Go on, Cedric, let's get going again. Now, I do seem to recall we have to go to a bakery now. I can remember a lot of what we do here. There's one part coming up in a little while that involves a desert. Now, that is tough. Aha, here's the bakery, I think. Baker Bros Bakehouse, that's what I'm looking for. Now, the way it works, which is slightly different to Monkey Island and stuff, is that you have your inventory up top, and you just right-click your mouse to switch through the various options you've got, which is a bit different.
Ooh, I'll wait for you here, Graham.
And how is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers fingers out of that pie.
Huh, said that before.
Pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.